Milwaukee police are pushed to the limit right now. They're responding to a record pace of deadly shootings at a time when the force is down about 200 officers. So, how does the police chief plan to get the job done? Let's find out. Shannon Sims is live downtown right now with Police Chief Jeffrey Norman. Shannon.
Steve, thank you. I'm going to just get right to it. Chief Norman, 3 men arrested, gone through intake today in connection with Friday's violence. But how many more people are we really talking about who were involved in more than 21 people being shot and injured?
Well, Shannon, we had 3 different incidents on Friday. So we know that there's other people out there who's involved in this violence that took place. We've got an ongoing investigation looking at all the information. We're still unraveling the witness interviews, but also looking at the tapes. Have a lot of video footage to go over. But that's why we're still asking for the public's help.
So why haven't you released more video, especially of that shooting involving the 17 that were shot, that third shooting, to get more people involved in helping you find out who is responsible?
We need to know what's relevant and what is not relevant. I mean, that's a lot of hours. This is a lot of tape to look through different areas, and also we're still recovering video. So there is some challenges, but as much as we can release to the public, we will.
All right. So in this criminal complaint that we got today, it shows that clearly there were 2 groups who had a dispute. Tell me, how do you police people who want to solve their disputes with gun violence in the midst of thousands of people?
That's more of a responsive than rather being proactive. So that's where the community comes in, Shannon. Having those who say, why are we selling our differences with firearms? Keep the firearms at home. You know, conflict is normal. We know it. We need to use other ways to resolve it rather than harming the public, harming our safe spaces for people who are trying to enjoy the area.
Now let's talk about this curfew. We've got some people who are questioning the mayor's call for a curfew, especially for people who are 17 and under. When we look at what appears to be most of the suspects that are coming through court are over the age of 17. How will this curfew help you do your job to curb violence in the city?
So we get it. First of all, the curfew is on the books already. This is part of our ordinance. And we all know that some of the victims were juveniles. Juveniles in the entertainment area where you need to be 21 in order to go into the bars. Juveniles out past the time when they need to be at home with their parents and loved ones. So when it comes to these particular type of enforcement, it's not only to protect in regards to saying we don't want them involved in violence, but we also don't want them to be recipients of violence.
So do you see this as a preventative measure of making sure that these youth are not caught in the crosshairs of gun violence?
Absolutely. One of the many tools we're using to make sure that our downtown, but also our city is safe. We know that our young ones are getting involved in motor vehicle thefts. We know they're getting involved in other, illegal activities. So it's important for us to have that foot forward, but also working with the business community, working with our residents of how we can address the violence across the city, working with our partners.
So let's share with, or if you could, share with me kind of the nuts and bolts of how you plan to enforce this curfew, especially when you have a union that says you're already strapped when it comes to personnel issues.
So this is all part of the lift of being an officer. I always say this much: we have to continue to work and make sure that our public is safe. We already gave the walking orders to all of our districts, all of our commanders. We know that there is a rules of engagement. It's not about trying to be a stormtrooper of sorts out there. It's saying, hey, why aren't you in home and bringing that child? But also, there's some parent responsibility there. Do you know where your child is at, and why not? Because we need to make sure that we are protecting them, but also our community. So it's going to be a rules of engagement that we're going to say, hey, positive engagement to make sure they get home.
Now, if the kids are cited, are the parents also cited in this curfew ordinance?
That's the expectation. If your child's not reported missing, you are responsible for the good and welfare of your child, or the guardian of that child will be held responsible.
What do you say to those living in the city of Milwaukee who want to be able to come down and enjoy downtown Milwaukee, the lakefront? They want to enjoy the many parks that we have in our city and know that they're safe in those spaces and places.
We're working hard every day to ensure safety. We are understanding those who are bringing harm to the community. We are targeting those individuals. There's a lot of great things in this city. Do not allow these situations to take away your enjoyment of what this city has to offer. Festivals, the lake, parks. We're coming to Memorial Day. Enjoy this city with complete confidence that the Milwaukee Police Department is working hard for you.
I know that you're on the enforcement side, so I'm going to ask you, do you agree to having some type of perimeter, some metal detectors or roadblocks in these entertainment districts to show another force of protection?
I agree with being part of the conversation. I understand there is a need to have some type of calm to the disorders that we've been seeing here. And so I know those are a lot of different options on the table, working with elected officials, working with our business community to make that happen.
Chief Jeffrey Norman here talking with me today just about not only the curfew, but the recent arrest in those involved in Friday's shooting. I'll have much more later on tonight at 10. I'll send it back to you, Steve.
All right, Shannon, thank you.